Hi you all, my name is Kelly Levin and I am your instructor for ECED230, which is the Exceptional Child online. I'm really excited to have you all in class and ready to get the semester going. I think you all are really going to enjoy this course. I love to teach it. It's full of information that's applicable not only to your teaching but outside of the classroom. It's a great course for anybody to teach, not just educators. So I hope you all enjoy it as much as I like to teach it. The purpose of this video is basically just for you to put a face to the name of me. Sometimes online courses can feel a little bit disconnected since you're not in a face-to-face class, so that's one reason why I wanted to do this video. I also wanted to go over really briefly just what you need to know about taking an online course and also a couple things specific to this course that you need to know before we get started. So what I wanted to go over really quick first is just the way an online course is set up. Whenever you log onto your Blackboard into this course, you will see tabs on the left-hand side. Those are all the tabs that you're going to use through this course. The main ones that you will want to pay attention to is that Start Here tab, which will have your syllabus and your course calendar in it. Your Class Sessions tab will have all of the weeks of this semester, and within those folders are all of your assignments and what you need to know, the information for each week for those assignments and just the topics that we will be going over. Another thing, or another tab that you definitely need to pay attention to is that your Grade Center tab. I keep grades updated on a weekly basis, so definitely be checking in there. Make sure that whenever you submit an assignment that it did go through and that you receive a grade. If 2 weeks go by and either you haven't received a grade for it or there's a 0 where and when you know you did submit it, email me because something may have went wrong, and we definitely want to stay on top of those grades so that you have an accurate idea of what your grade is. So each week for an online course is it starts on Monday and it ends on Sunday. So you will have all week to get your assignments turned in, with the exception of your discussion boards. So when you have a discussion board assignment, your initial post is due Wednesday by midnight, and then you are required to respond to 2 of your classmates' posts by Sunday at midnight. So with your discussion boards, just make sure that you personally post your first initial post by Wednesday at midnight so that everyone else has enough time to read through and respond to your post by Sunday. The rest of the assignments each week will be due Sunday by midnight. Please, please, please stay on top of getting your assignments turned in on time. This course is pretty heavy on assignments. There's not anything that's really extensive and difficult, but if you get behind, it could be really hard to get caught up. So I highly encourage you to stay on top of the assignments. If something happens and you have something going on in your personal life, something going on, in your family, and you need an extension, please email me as soon as you can and let me know what's going on, and I'm more than happy and willing to work with you in your situation. If you email me 3 weeks after something was due and, try to work something out, that's a little bit more difficult and something that's not going to be so easy to work with. So definitely, if something's going on, let me know as soon as possible, and we will work on that. I know life is busy and crazy, and things happen sometimes. So my job is to support you all, not only in the classroom but outside of the classroom. So please just keep me updated, and I'm happy to work with you all. So what I definitely encourage you all to do, if you haven't done so already, is look through those tabs. Look to see how this course is set up and organized. Familiarize yourself with the documents, especially your syllabus and your course calendar. So that course calendar, again, can be found under the Start Here tab. If I were you, I would print that out, I would put it in your binder, put it next to your computer, whatever is easiest for you to be able to access that on a weekly basis. That course calendar is going to have the topics for each week and the assignments that are due each week. So definitely keep that close so that you can access that weekly and know exactly what's coming, what's due, and what's expected of you. It's very important. And I would highly encourage you, if you haven't already, to go ahead and look at that now so that you can see what's due this week and weeks to come. My goal is this semester to post one of these videos every week to go over what you need to know for that week and to go over any specific information you need for assignments. So I also really encourage you to be logging into Blackboard and checking for those videos on Mondays and any other announcements that I may post. So whenever you need to know any announcements, I will post through the announcement tab, which will show up on your homepage, and you will also receive an email with that. So make sure that you are checking your email on a consistent basis also. So now that we're talking about email, that is the best way that you can reach me. So if you have any questions, concerns, anything that may come up, even if you feel like it's a silly question about an assignment or about something in the course, I don't care. Email me. I'd much rather you email me with your questions sooner rather than later, especially with assignments. I don't want you to get started on an assignment and then maybe be doing it incorrectly. If you have a question, email me as early on, and it doesn't matter if you feel like it's silly or not. Email me. I check my emails at least once a day, so I will get back to you really quickly. On the weekends, I try to check once a day, but sometimes on a Sunday I may not get to it. So definitely in a couple days I will get back to you. During the week I'll get back to you. Should be that day unless you email me really late. So that is the best way to reach me. If it's an absolute emergency, then my cell phone number is listed in the instructor information in that instructor tab on the left-hand side of your Blackboard screen. So please, if you do need to text me or call me, do it early. I have a baby now, and so our evenings are pretty busy, and we go to bed early also. So, but again, only text or call me if it's an absolute emergency. If it's, pretty much everything can be resolved and answered in an email. So definitely shoot me an email first if you can. So that's pretty much general information about the online course. For this course specifically, you will be doing observations, and with those observations, you will be in a childhood program or center somewhere. This semester, with the early childhood department and the education department in general, you are required to have a criminal background check on file with the department. So if you do not have that already, email me and we will talk about it on an individual basis, but you are absolutely required to have that. If it is not on file, you are not allowed to go into the childhood center and will not be able to do those assignments and will not receive the points for it. So it's very important that you have that on file, and email me if you have any questions about that. So that's pretty much all the information that I had for you right now. Mainly, get in those tabs, look through the information, familiarize yourself with the course. Look in week one, the week one folder, look at your assignments for this week. And the one thing that I really want you to pay attention to in there is that orientation information. It's a document, it's a packet with everything that you need to know about or the early childhood department. So it goes over all of your what's expected of you. It has really important documents in there that you are going to need to access. So get in there, read that information, and there's also a link in that packet that you will need to click and watch. It's about 30 minutes long maybe, and I know it's kind of lengthy. I think that you all are required to watch that in all of your courses, so you may have already watched it. If so, that's great. You don't have to watch it again, but just make sure that you understand all of that information and are clear on those expectations. Once you have watched that video, went through that packet, and looked over the information for this course, email me and let me know that you have read everything, that you understand everything, and if you have any questions, that is where you will want to ask, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. So again, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'll be looking for your email once you've looked over all of the information in the course, and I am excited to get started, and I think that you all will really enjoy this course. So everybody have a great Monday and a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.